Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and we're back on the range today. Another rainy SoCal day. Fortunately, we've had a little break in the weather. It's just kind of a drizzle now. But got 70% chance of showers, so we may get wet. And we're going to continue testing the new Outlier barrel today with some known reloads. So, y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Okay, so our test today, we're going to be testing the new Outlier barrel on the Howa 1500 and 6.5 PRC. We've got 4 prior loads that we shot out of the other rifle. 144 grain SMKs, 144 grain burgers, 147 grain ELDMs, and 156 grain burgers. And back at the firing line, I have the velocities that they ran out of the old barrel. So we'll have an instant comparison. So let me get the target camera set up. Now that we know that the rifle is mostly zeroed. I don't know if you saw the prior video when we tested the new barrel without bore sighting or anything. I put the rail back on the receiver. I put the barrel on, put the rail on the receiver, put the scope on the rail, and we took the first shot without doing anything. And we were like 4 inches right and maybe an inch low. But I put the camera way off to the side here just in case. Okay. Let's hoof it on back to the firing line. Alrighty, y'all. So for those new to the channel, this is my Howa 1500 in 6.5 PRC, which I have rebarreled with an Outlier barrel. That barrel is 1.2 inches in diameter, stem to stern. I got my Thunder Beast brakes, so when I'm out of state, I can run my suppressor. It's in an MDT Oryx chassis. I got a Vortex Viper PST, 5x25, I believe it is. Pretty sure it's 5x25. Yeah, 5x25. Running a wee bad polyfill bag for my rear bag today. Got my Garmin chronograph, and I'm going to try to, once again, get video straight off the Garmin. We'll see if that works. We're going to be firing 4 previously tested rounds that I tried out of the old barrel. The 144 grain SMKs, which were running 28-21 out of the old barrel. That was with 58 grains of Stay-Ball HD. 144 grain burgers with 58 grains of Stay-Ball HD, and they were running 2805. Then we have 147 grain ELDMs with 59 grains of Stay-Ball HD, which out of the old barrel were running 2790. And then I had some fixed factory ammo, which were 59.9, which were running 2888. And then row 7 of the is going to be 156 grain burgers with 54.5 grains of Retumbo, and they were running 2,600 feet per second at 7,000 feet altitude, but at home they were running 2728. So we're going to see what they run here out of the new barrel. Give me a second to get the magazine loaded and get set up, and we'll get shooting. Let me get my chamber flag out. Let me get that set up. Hopefully it'll catch that without too much glare. We will see. Okay, so we're going to start off with the 144 grain Sierra Match Kings. Thank you, Izzy. Eyes on, ears in, camera's running, target camera's running, chronograph camera's running. Let's see if it works. And 144 grain dot is the dot on the left. And I am going to hold, I'm going to hold 12 o'clock, top of the dot. And these were running 28.21 out of the old barrel for an average. Interesting. These are actually running slower. 27.43. Wonder if that has anything to do with maybe a different lot of powder. $27.05. Or could it be temperature? Because it's much cooler than it was last time I shot these. And I don't know if that felt like a short stroke or not. Nope, it wasn't. 27.47. $27.41. $27.29. Huh. Weird grouping too. But our 5-shot average was 27.31. So actually running 100 feet per second slower. And that barrel is still super cool. Okay, let me reload with the 144 grain burgers. Now the other possibility to consider, as I'm sitting here scratching my head and sucking down some accuracy juice, that 5-shot group was the 5th through 9th shot through this barrel. So maybe it's just going to take a little bit for the barrel to settle in. We'll see. We're going to continue on with the 144 grain burgers, which last time we shot these with 60 grains, pardon me, it was last time I shot these, I was shooting them with 60 grains of Stay-Ball HD, and they were running 28.05. And that's when I was shooting the 144 grain burgers at a mile. Okay. And this will be on the second dot from the left. God, that first group is ugly. 144 grain burgers. Going to hold 12 o'clock on that dot. $27.19. Interesting. $27.16. 2714. $27.09. $27.11. And another ugly group. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's the ammo. I don't know if it's the barrel. I suppose it could be the brass. I'm shooting some old brass. But that was an average 2723.0 with a 13.6 standard deviation and a 42.6 extreme spread. That was dumb. I didn't clear that out. Gosh dang it. So, let's go back into shot list. 2711, 2709, 2714, 2716, 2719. You know what? I need to write those down because that's only a 8 extreme spread. That down. Yeah, I only have it 8 foot per second spread high to low. So that's like a really low SD. But they didn't shoot very well. Again, is it the ammo that's not shooting well? Is it the barrel that's not shooting well? Is it me having a bad day? I don't know. Barrel's not broke in yet. So we're going to move on to 147 grain ELDMs with 60 grains of Stay-Ball HD out of the old barrel, part 59. We're going to shoot 59.0 grains of Stay-Ball HD. Out of the old barrel, 60 grains was giving me 2790.8 out of New Lapua. And out of 60 grains out of New Hornady was giving me 2888. Is that what that was? Something like that. I don't know when I wrote this down, so it's like not really in my memory bank. But we'll see what they run. So let me make sure we get this squared away and start a new session. Okay, ears in, eyes on, magazine in. This is the 147 grain ELDMs with 60 grains of Stay-Ball HD. And we're going to be shooting on the third dot. Again, holding 12 o'clock, top of the dot. $28.40. $27.98. 2813. $27.89. $27.94. So out of the old barrel, 60 grains gave me 2790.8. Out of new Lapua brass, 59.0. Out of the new rifle is giving me 2807.1 with a standard deviation of 18.7 and an extreme spread of 51.7. And a much better group. So I'm going to go out on a limb and suspect that this barrel is going to like speed, because it sure didn't like the ones running slow. We're going to give the barrel a minute to cool down. I'm going to suck down some accuracy juice, and we will continue with the last run of 156 grain burgers. Okay, we're going to continue on with 156 grain burgers and 54.5 grains of Retumbo. Out of the old barrel, these were running on this range at 2728, but at 7,000 feet, when I was shooting a mile, they were only running 2,600. That's why it took a full 2 seconds for the bullet to impact the target. Okay. Let's get our ears in and get these 5 shots downrange. 156 grain burgers on the final dot on the right. Ooh, that's tight. That might be in jam. $27.66.1. These might be just a hair long. I'll have to double check my ogive to base, double check my setup round for the die. $27.39. $27.47. $27.71. 2723. Now, average speed 2749.6, standard deviation 17.7, extreme spread 48.4. It did pick up a little bit of speed. Okay, hey, good deal. That makes a total of 24 rounds down this barrel now. I guess that's our break-in. Ain't doing any break-in procedures anymore. That was just a waste of barrel life. Okay, let's go. Let me go recover that target, and we'll go measure those groups. I'm going to say right now, this barrel, I thought it was speed for a minute, but I think it's bullet weight. I think this barrel wants the bullets heavy. So, okay, so with the lighter bullets, the outlier barrel is running a little bit slower and not shooting near as tight. But with the heavier bullets, that barrel's running faster and shooting a whole lot better. Interesting. Also, since there's so many changes in the seating depth of the bullets between the barrels here, I do have to recheck and double check my my setup dummy for the 156 grainers, because a couple, they were a little tight to close, which tells me that they were probably just getting into jam. So we'll be there in a second. Good, still record. Yeah, dummy me, I said that word and it made the camera shut off. Okay, first group with the 144 SMKs, sucked. With the 144 burgers, sucked. With the 147 ELD, not too shabby. 156 burgers, not too shabby, except I think I jerked the last shot, maybe. Let's go get that measured up. Well, definitely going to have to do a lot of work with the 144 grain SMKs. They were only running 27 and change, shot 1.47 inches. 144 grain burgers, which shot really well previously, still running slow and shooting 1.27 inches out of this barrel. 147 grain ELD. We actually picked up a little bit of speed over the old barrel and got a decent enough group at 0.687 inches. And the 156 grain burgers, pretty sure that was me jerking the trigger, 0.959, and we picked up speed there. So this bullet's showing to like the heavier bullets. We'll have to work some more with the lighter ones, but we'll see how they shake out over time. Well, there we have it. Another 20 rounds to the new barrel gives us a grand total of 24 rounds to the barrel. Those last 10 rounds started grouping up. We'll have to make some more with the 144 grain SMKs and the 144 grain burgers. I'm pleased that the 156s and the 147s were grouping and running a little bit faster than the prior barrel. I'm still surprised that they aren't running a lot faster. Again, that may be it just going to take this barrel a little bit to break in and speed up. But we'll find out in time. We put 1,000 rounds through the other barrel, and we got 24 rounds through this one now. So, yeah, if you're going to change a barrel on a Howa, be advised, those barrels are spun on super tight. Yeah, I'll have to show you a picture of the action wrench and pipe wrench I had to use in conjunction with the barrel vise, because I could not get the action off the barrel because the barrel kept turning in the barrel vise. It was so tight. All righty. As always, appreciate y'all hanging with me. Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay strapped or get clapped. Carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. Remember, if it goes sideways, nobody's coming to protect you. You are your own protection. So practice, be proficient with what you carry, and protect yourself. I appreciate all y'all hanging with me. Feel free to check out my affiliate links in the pinned comment below. We got Sunway Photo, we got Anarchy Outdoors, Track Optics, and Matt Hat Jerky. Tell you what, Matt Hat Jerky is probably the best jerky going. It's been a really good jerky. So, with all that being said, once again, I appreciate all y'all hanging with me. Thank you so much. We are almost to 6,000 subscribers right now, so we're on our way to 10, and it's all because of y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.